Ever found yourself struggling to find the right words in a conversation or feeling disconnected from others? You're not alone. This challenge is something many of us face at one point or another, whether it's at a social gathering, a business meeting, or even a casual chat with a friend. The pressure to communicate well can often make us doubt ourselves. But what if I told you that an ancient philosophy could help you approach any conversation with calm, clarity, and confidence? Imagine it's a Friday evening at a bustling party. You're standing with a drink in hand, scanning the room. Groups are deep in conversation, laughing and connecting, but you're stuck in place, overthinking your next move. What if you say something silly? What if they think you're boring? You straighten up, take a deep breath, and consider approaching someone, but the hesitation is overwhelming. These moments of doubt aren't unusual. They're a part of the human experience. Social interactions, which seem so simple, often bring a wave of self-doubt, a fear of judgment, and the recurring question, am I good enough? In our world, where connection is key, in work, friendships, and even casual encounters, how we communicate shapes our relationships and opportunities. Yet speaking with others and forming real connections often feels like walking a tightrope. There's a delicate balance between saying too much and not enough, between listening and speaking, between confidence and fear. This is where the timeless wisdom of Stoicism comes into play. Ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus taught us how to master ourselves in the face of life's challenges. And while they may not have been giving TED Talks or attending networking events, their principles are still highly relevant to modern communication. The Stoics believed that clarity, purpose, and composure weren't just traits. They were skills we could cultivate. In this video, we'll explore 5 Stoic techniques that can transform the way you engage in conversations with anyone, from strangers to lifelong friends. These aren't tricks or shortcuts. They are tools for creating genuine connections. Before we dive in, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more videos like this. Let's get started. Say more with fewer words. We often think confidence means talking more, filling silences, over-explaining, or constantly keeping the conversation going. But real confidence comes from intention. Speaking clearly and succinctly not only makes you more impactful but also more memorable. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. Let your words be few, but well chosen. The pressure to explain or be understood can be overwhelming, but when we ramble, we risk losing the essence of what we want to say. Confidence lies in trusting that your message, in its simplest form, will resonate with others. Imagine you're pitching an idea in a meeting. You start with, I've been working on this concept for a while and I think it could really work because it saves time, improves workflow, and adds value to the customer experience. I'll also explain how we can implement it later. By the time you finish, half the room is distracted and your key point is lost. Now imagine you start with, this project can save 25% of our time and enhance customer satisfaction. Here's how we can implement it. That's it. Direct and impactful. You've given your audience a reason to listen and opened the door for meaningful dialogue. This approach reflects the Stoic value of intentionality. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to avoid unnecessary actions, and words, like actions, should serve a purpose. When you strip away the noise and focus on the core message, you show that you respect both your listeners' time and your own. The next time you speak, pause and ask yourself, what's the one thing I want them to remember? By condensing your thoughts into one impactful sentence, you'll not only sharpen your communication, but also your self-assurance. Speaking with fewer words reflects inner confidence rooted in Stoic wisdom. Let go of the need to win. For many of us, conversations can feel like a tug of war, an urge to prove a point, correct someone, or come out as the winner. The first thing to realize is that conversations are not battles. They're bridges, opportunities to connect, learn, and exchange ideas. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The same applies to conversations. You can't control how others respond, but you can control your attitude. The moment you let go of the need to win, the tension disappears, and confidence takes its place. Consider a disagreement with a close friend. They want to go hiking, but you'd prefer a quieter day indoors. As the discussion continues, you interrupt, focusing on your own point of view. Before long, the situation escalates, leaving both of you frustrated. Now, imagine pausing, listening fully to their perspective and calmly sharing yours. Instead of focusing on winning, you focus on understanding. This shift in tone creates space for a solution that respects both sides. Letting go of the need to win reflects Stoicism's core teaching, the dichotomy of control. You can't dictate how others react, but you can control your own actions and words. True strength, as Epictetus reminds us, comes not from dominating a conversation, but from approaching it with patience and clarity. The next time you feel the urge to win, take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I trying to connect, or am I trying to control? Confidence is not about being right, but about staying calm, composed, and open-minded. By prioritizing understanding, you can navigate conversations with grace and wisdom. Stop thinking about yourself. In conversations, it's easy to get caught in your own head, second-guessing every word, worrying about your tone, or wondering if the other person is judging you. But here's the thing. The more you focus on yourself, the harder it is to connect with others. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not external events." This Stoic wisdom reminds us that confidence comes not from controlling how others see us, but from managing our thoughts and shifting our focus outward. When you stop obsessing over yourself and start genuinely engaging with the person in front of you, meaningful connections emerge. Imagine you're in a job interview, overthinking every word. You're so focused on how you're coming across that you stumble through your answers. But when you apply Stoicism, you remind yourself, I can't control their perception, but I can control my presence. Instead of overanalyzing, you focus on listening to the interviewer and responding thoughtfully. The conversation flows naturally because you're not performing, you're connecting. This shift in focus helps calm your nerves and makes you more memorable. Confidence isn't about perfection, it's about being fully present and genuinely curious about the other person. By stopping the spiral of self-consciousness, you embrace Stoicism's most profound lesson, the power of attention. When you focus on the conversation rather than your insecurities, you step into your power, showing confidence without forcing it. Know what to say and take your time. In today's fast-paced world, silence can feel uncomfortable. We're often in a rush to fill every pause in conversation, even if it means speaking without thinking. But true confidence lies in your ability to pause, gather your thoughts, and respond with intention. Seneca, in particular, emphasized the power of calm and careful decision-making. He once wrote, "It is quality, not speed, that matters." This applies to both our actions and our communication. Think about that moment in a meeting when everyone looks to you for an answer. Instead of rushing to speak, you take a breath, embrace the silence, and give yourself time to think. When you do speak, your words are clear, well-formed, and impactful. The brief pause ensures that what you say is thoughtful and relevant. This Stoic approach, taking time to reflect before responding, can transform your conversations. In the absence of it, you may find yourself rushing to speak and stumbling over your words, making things more confusing. By embracing silence, you give yourself space to think and provide more meaningful, intentional responses. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that true wisdom comes not from speed, but from careful, deliberate action. The next time you feel pressured to respond immediately, embrace the silence and let your words carry weight. Match your tone and body language to the situation. Communication isn't just about words, it's also about tone and body language. These elements can be just as impactful, if not more so, than the message itself. The Stoics believed in living in harmony with nature, meaning we must adapt to the situation around us. This applies to how we communicate, ensuring that every aspect of our message aligns with the context. For instance, imagine you're in a job interview, and instead of adopting a professional tone and posture, you speak too casually and appear overly relaxed. Your body language might lack the seriousness the situation demands. No matter how capable you are, Your tone and gestures could make you seem unprepared. By matching your tone and body language to the situation, you drastically improve the impact of your message. You don't need to change who you are, you just need to adapt to the moment. Confidence isn't only about what you say, it's about how you say it and how you carry yourself. When your words, tone, and body language align, your message becomes powerful and your presence undeniable. Conclusion. As we reflect on these 5 Stoic techniques for confident communication, it's clear that they all share one essential principle: intention. From speaking with brevity to letting go of the need to win, Stoic wisdom offers timeless guidance on how to live and communicate with confidence. By shifting our focus from ourselves to others, taking our time before responding, and matching our tone and body language to the situation, we practice Stoic principles in action. Confidence is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, incremental progress, focusing on what we can control: our words, mindset, and actions. Each conversation is an opportunity to grow in clarity, connection, and composure. Embrace the journey, knowing that with each interaction, you're one step closer to mastering the art of confident communication. If you found this video helpful and want more insights on how Stoic wisdom can transform your life, be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. We've got a lot more coming your way to help you navigate life with clarity and confidence. Drop a comment below and let us know which technique you're most excited to try.